welcome back to My So-Called Xennial Life, Episode 2, Pound Puppies. I thought that would be a great way to start, really start off strong with pop culture. Before I get into the topic of Pound Puppies, I want to say that I might end up releasing a couple of episodes relatively quickly with different ideas I'm going on, just so people who might be new to the channel or those who are not quite so new can get the basic idea of what I plan on doing for the future. As long as I feel like, as long as this is fun, I'll keep on doing it. But I just sort of figured it would be a good idea. So you might get a couple relatively quickly. Then after that, I might not. I'll do them various times and stuff like that. No set times. So anyway, bring me back to the 80s. We're going to talk about the wonderful world of Pound Puppies. I'll give you the basic definition from Wikipedia. Pound Puppies is a toy line that was created by Tonka in the 1980s, particularly 1984. It later inspired an animated TV special, 2 animated TV series, and a feature film. Shipments of the toys over 5 years generated sales of $300 million in 35 countries. I just added that because maybe you'll find that interesting or not. I actually did watch the TV show when I was a kid in 1984. I would have been 5 when it first came out. I'm not exactly sure when the TV show came out. Let me double check. 1986. So the toys came out in 84. There was a TV special in 1985 by Hanna-Barbera, but that name brings back memories. And then the TV show was 1986. I would have been about 6 or 7 when Pound Puppies really came into my life. But I don't remember the TV show much, but I know I did watch it. I always remember the white dog with black spots and floppy ears. I think he wore a jacket. And I remember they were in a pound at one time. That's all I remember from the show, despite the fact I do remember watching it. It's kind of like people who watch He-Man. Like, I did watch He-Man, but I couldn't tell you what the episodes were about. I kind of remember the characters, but I'm like, I don't know. Skeletor and He-Man were fighting each other. So I don't remember the TV show much, but I do remember the TV commercials. And I'm going to play you a Pound Puppy commercial from 1986 right now.
I've never seen those Pound Puppies before. Are they new? Yeah, and they're so lonely. Let's rescue them.
Pound Puppies each sold separately.
You're so huggable.
They're very playful.
Good catch, Sparky.
And for $3.50 more, you can send for a name tag, stickers, and owner certificate.
Now you're really one of the family.
Pound Puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
2 new puppies from the Pound Puppies collection, each sold separately from Tonka.
What a catchy jingle, huh? So I did get one. I got a gray one back in 1986. Was purchased by my mother at Benny's Market. Not supermarket, but Benny's, the store called Benny's. It's gone now. It was kind of more in this region, and some of you Rhode Islanders and maybe even Southern New Englanders would know. Oh, Benny's, yeah. They didn't go out of business. From what I understand, the owner was like, well, I'm ready to retire and I don't feel like giving this store to my kids, so I'm just going to close them all down. So, but yes, I got a gray one. And at the time, so this would have been summer of 86. I was 7. At the time, you can send away for a name tag. It was usually like a heart. And my dog was named Randy. And on it said, Randy belongs to Charlie R. Pound Puppies were great in case your parents just didn't want to give you a real pet, because right now, over here on the floor is my cat, Joey, who's really seeking attention. And behind me is Brownie, who's, well, like he did last time, eating. Guinea pigs live up to their names, huh? So anyway, yeah, Randy, I remembered, I really, 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 really did like that toy a lot, stuffed animal a lot. Almost wish I still have it. But luckily I don't need to wish because I still do. So here's Randy. And so here's the name tag. Charlie, Randy belongs to Charlie R. I don't know why, this might come off as being backwards, don't know why. It's just the way my video camera works. So here he is. He used to be a lot more gray. My dad was a heavy duty smoker, so as you can kind of see, it's a little bit like brownish, I guess. I, I'm surprised I don't have lung cancer right now because my dad was such a smoker. So this guy right here is probably older than most millennials and definitely older than most Gen Zs. It has to be at least 35 years old. I'm always cleaning it off because I keep it in the closet now because my cat gets hair all over the place, and it's just nice to have something like this. He's in pretty good condition besides being dirty. When I was in second grade, I brought him with me, and his nose popped off when I was on a slide or something, and the teacher super glued it back on, and it still stayed on. So it's pretty good. Look at those cute little eyes and stuff like that. So there's no real other stories about it. Just I kept it all after all these years, and probably plan to keep it a lot more. There is another point, kind of like another sentimental aspect of it. When my mother was going for chemo, when she had pancreatic cancer 77 years ago, I actually gave this to her because sometimes you have to sit there, and she would hold on to it. I'm kind of like an overtly sentimental person. She was a little bit, so she would actually just sit there while she's getting chemo treatment and hold it. And so my stepfather at the time was sent in to get, he fixed it up a little bit and stuff. So it's in pretty good condition. So, yeah, besides being a remembrance of childhood, my mother did get, sorry, I'm just cleaning all the cat hair off of it. I keep this thing in the closet, and yet it seems to somehow get cat hair. But anyway, so the idea of, my mom gave this to me, and then it was in my mom's care when she was going through chemo, and then after she died, I made sure I got it back, and like I said, I'll never give it up. And the day I die, I'll probably ask for it to be buried with me. Might as well, because pound puppies are not really that valuable. They did have a, but anyway, enough with the emotional stuff. I did actually have, I think they had pound kitties too, or pound cats, and I did have one of those too, a black one. A brown one. But that one was lost to the things of time. So so check out. I think you can probably still get I know they keep rebooting. You know how they reboot everything nowadays. And they did, I think it was a Pound Puppy reboot, and you can still buy newer ones. I like the classic ones, come on, look at this. This is the cutest little face. Can you say, ooh, look at me? So, yeah. I do think, by the way, just one more thing, this whole thing with the name tag. I used to be called Charlie. I stopped being called Charlie when I was like 11 or something. And I think it was something that was a limited time, and I think you saw it in the trailer. The commercial I played for it, I think it was in December 31st of 1986 is when they stopped doing it. So that's one of my old vintage toys that I actually still have. So believe it or not, this ain't going to be the only one. I just felt like to present the one that I think has the most meaning to me. And so anyway, that was my Pound Puppy, Randy. And I'm going to put him away and hopefully put him back in the closet and try to avoid all the cat hair. So anyway, as you can see, this episode's only a few minutes. These episodes won't be that long. I kind of like quick talker anyway, and I'm kind of like direct to the point and stuff like that. And and I think most of you would know what a Pound Puppy is anyway. They're the cutest little things. She's so cute. And like I said, I'm going to have this. I'm going to make sure I keep this thing forever. So anyway. Thank you for joining me, my so-called Xennial life. Hope this kind of gives you another basic idea. Expect a couple more relatively quickly, because I want you to get give you more ideas, and my mind is overcoming with stuff I want to talk about and share. So, anyway, take care, and hope to see you again. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. You can leave a good comment, or you can leave a nasty comment. If you're gonna leave a nasty comment, at least make it funny. Thank you.